looking back at me. I don't know what happened. Guess we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems. I thought we could fix them, but we got tired. There's nothing left to do but to say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. Back when I met you, we were like fireworks. Thought nothing could break us, but oh how we got burned. Look at us now, we scream, we fight, and no one knows the reason. We're both getting out of line. Now say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. We were holding on to something that we both know couldn't work, so we should try to say goodbye. You know we had our problems, so now we have to try to move on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. Oh, I'll get over you. You're the only one I think about, yeah. You're the only one for me. The only one I care about, yeah. About, yeah. Thinking about you day and night, yeah. You're the only one for me. I just wanna get it right, yeah. Right, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You're the one I'm thinking of. Come on, take a look. Let's go and we can fly away. We're taking off to the sky. It's you and me tonight. Whoa, baby. You know that we're something special. Baby, boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it. I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby. I knew that it was something special. Wasting money on cures. Forgot how to fix myself. They say that time is free. Then why is it so precious? Oh, I'll save memories in my head, like Polaroids on walls. They remind you to look ahead. Time is running out. Time is running out. Lately I've lost my track. I've sailed the deepest seas, hoping to find something to bring back better times. Oh, I save memories in my head, like Polaroids on walls. They remind you to look ahead. But time is running out. 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 Time is running. Time is running out. Time is running out. What if my best days aren't over? They can't be over. They can't be over. Time is running out. What if my best days aren't over? They can't be over now. Time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. I just wanna let you know, behind the mirrors and all that smoke, promises and alibis. I don't believe. Told me you would change my world. Now I know what you are worth. Gone and lost your hold on me. I don't believe. Have me acting like a fool to no use. Got me wondering why you I do believe it. Still you're giving me nothing, a whole lot of nothing, baby. Wouldn't settle for something, but I'm giving in with the waiting. But your darling is zero, no hint of a hero. Now you're selling me stories, but I don't believe you.
She said I won't be back in a while, don't wait. Already packed her bags, called the cab, made space. And she said I won't answer if you call me when you're lonely. I guess I let her go, never mind, it's too late. But I can't believe I let you slip. I think about it 7 days a week, and this just can't be how it's supposed to end up. It's not enough. And maybe how I make you stay, but I don't know if I'm ready to just let you go away, like my friends think I should. Cause what if I just wanna be with you? I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Honestly, I can't remember if you love me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely, I don't know. Just let her go. She got herself a guy, and he's good, no, he's great. Everything she wanted packed behind the pretty face. But I kinda hope he breaks her heart into little pieces and let me pick them all back up and put them back together. But I can't believe I let you slip. I think about it 7 days a week, and this just can't be how it's supposed to end up. Cause what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. But honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did when I think about you now, 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 now. What if I just wanna be with you? Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But honestly, I can't remember if you loved me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely, I don't know. Just let it go. But what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. Honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I do when I think about you now, 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 now.
All your friends are saying you're doing fine, but how about last night when you cried your eyes out? I bet they're not aware you came by, and now my mind's a mess. It keeps telling me there's no one like you. Oh, how will I get through all these nights when I'm alone? I keep scrolling through my phone now. I wish there was a pill me to the one street that I know. Oh no, there's no one like you. Oh, how will I get through all these nights when I'm alone? I keep scrolling through my phone.